Okay, so what fads did you embrace while growing up?
I don't know if you exactly call it a fad, but it was the Second World War, and I was a tomboy, so I was always doing army things,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, and cowboy.
Okay. But were there like, were there certain hairstyles or clothes or
Um,
games or things, any fads like that that you were into?
didn't care.
So even in middle school and high school, you didn't embrace any fads that the kids were doing, the other
Uh-uh.
kids?
That was a public school thing.
Oh, okay. Now you said something once about rolling up your pant legs or
Oh yeah,
something.
we our jeans, we rolled them up to about to your knee. You see, the jeans legs were wider then.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't skinny jeans.
So that was considered kind of a cool thing to do, was to roll
Yeah,
up your
yeah,
jeans. So that's about the extent of it for you,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. Because I wore uniforms to school.
Right,
There wasn't any competition for clothes,
right, right.
and I went into that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I remember hula hoops were big when I was a kid. So I had a hula hoop and doing hula
Yeah,
hooping at Laurel.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there
I
was there
remember.
anything faddish like that, like a toy that came out? I guess because of the being a Depression era born baby in World War II, you didn't have a lot of
Uh,
everything was war based back then, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
well, we made. We had a mold, and we uh, heated up lead till it was liquid, and poured it in the mold and made lead soldiers.
Wow. Wow. And nowadays they wouldn't let you play with lead at all.
No, so I had a whole bunch of lead soldiers that I made, and then I painted them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I played army. I was such a tomboy. You know.
Yeah, you weren't doing all the girly things,
Oh,
huh?
my biggest thing was, they had Sears and Montgomery Ward catalogs,
Mm-hmm.
and I had carpeting in our room with Grandma. In the bedroom, we had squares in the design.
Mm-hmm.
So I cut out things out of the catalog to make a kitchen and a bathroom and a this and a that, and then I found a head I liked, and then I'd cut out clothes that I could match with the head to make like paper dolls. I did that. That's about as close a fad as I could have.
Hmm.
But I had with my cowboy suit,
Mm-hmm.
I had a knife
knife.
in the boots,
Mm-hmm.
which if you had a kid carry a knife today, they'd be, you know. But we
So
never hurt each other.
so what about Dad? Did Dad follow any fads or anything?
Oh, James Dean,
Hmm.
the white T-shirt and the cigarettes rolled up in
The sleeve.
the car,
Mm-hmm.
the '38 Ford.
But other than that, Dad wasn't really into it either, huh?
No, he was to repairing cars or thinking up new things or stuff. He was always very creative.
Hmm.
Like Derek said, if all else fails, ask Grandpa.
Yeah. So I guess it was probably later where people were like a fad would have been doing the jitterbug or
No,
you
he
know
was never into that.
any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm. He
Hmm.
was always busy designing things and doing things.
Okay.
And we liked the out of doors too.
Mm-hmm.
We were rugged out of door people.
Well, we camped as kids a lot, so
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, good.
No, I was not the usual teenager. I think private schools, you get a different spin on things than you do in public school.
Probably.
I didn't care if I wore a cashmere sweater. What's wrong with wool? Regular wool? A lot of the public school kids were into trying to outdress everybody, and that I wasn't interested.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
now Playing baseball, that was different.
For sure, huh?
Yeah, or soccer or anything like that. Any
Yeah.
kind of gymnastics. That was my thing.
Okay.
I wasn't very ladylike. You know?
Yeah.